Welcome everyone to my AI Live. Today is Monday, July 29th. Welcome from Las Vegas, Nevada. I am traveling for events and one of those events I'm actually speaking at, which is fantastic. I'm very excited. I'll be speaking in New Orleans. So I'm in Vegas until Thursday, and then Thursday I fly to New Orleans, and I'll be speaking on the same stage as Ray Higdon, which is pretty outstanding for me. I'm pretty excited about this. All right, let's do this. So normally we talk about a different type of post to do, but for a large amount of us, who all here saw Mike Navarro's posts? If you saw Mike's post, raise your hand. And if anybody thought it was the best post Mike saw it too. Okay, I'm glad you saw it, Mike. For anybody who thought it was the best post Mike has ever done, raise your hand. I think it was one of his best. So what I'd like to do is show this amazing post that he did and then show you what this training does. So Mike has been here, I think you've been here a month or so. And Mike, first of all, is it okay if I tell your story a little bit?
Yes.
Okay, just want to make sure. Okay, so Mike's been part of our community for a long time. But Mike didn't really build his business and didn't do social media at all, like nothing. And I invited him to start working with me, and so we could start teaching him all the social media here. And so I want to show you this post that he made, because all of us, like Diane's just like, this post, and I'm like, this post, and uh, uh that's
It's
bizarre.
the first thing I saw this morning when I opened my computer.
There we go. So we're going to come over to his post. And first of all, there's a lot of things on his profile that have changed since he started working with me here. And this is a lesson for all of us of just the small progressions that really make a difference, right? And so let me do this and share screen. Sorry, I'm working on a small screen, so I'm a little bit slower today than normal. Okay. All right, perfect. So first, Mike changed his profile picture, and I don't know about you, but this is like one of my all-time favorite profile pictures. Love this profile picture. And second thing is we go down, and I want you guys to take a look at this post. Now, this post has two pictures, right? Today's walk and stair climb gave me so much clarity. By coordinating my time and activities, I'm not just smashing my health goals, but also gaining insight into my business and life goals. I'm going to have to just make this a little bigger or put on my glasses. Okay. It's all about balance and determination. I'm ready to tackle the week with a fresh perspective. I'd really like to hear what recommendations you might have to help me reach my goals. And maybe we can help each other. See more. Love this. Love this post. And for those of you who don't know, Mike lost 70 pounds, right? And so this is an incredible, incredible picture of you, first of all. But the staircase and this together is amazing. Like, absolutely fantastic. Now, Mike has been going live, which Mike never went live before, and we've been convincing him to do this. This is another post of his that I absolutely love that he did. Happy Friday, sending love to everyone. Feeling down? Check out this doodle of Charlie Brown meeting Snoopy for the first time. Snoopy was returned to the farm, but found a lifelong friend in Charlie. Life gets tough. But remember, your story isn't over yet. Sweeter days await. Love, love, love this. And this just is precious. So when you start looking at the progress Mike is making in all of his posts, it's just really amazing to see the growth. And that's the thing I really want to showcase here is the growth of what he has been learning and what he's been doing by just doing the process every single day. That's it. It wasn't like, You know, it was this spectacular one aha thing. Losing weight can be such a challenge. I'd love to hear your tips on staying motivated and keeping those pounds off. Like, just all of these posts have been fantastic. And so there's one in particular I'm kind of looking for here. This one right here is a post that's just utterly incredible. So I'm going to shrink down my page so you guys can see it a little bit better. Here's another post that he did. This is the turkey post. And the turkey post is the turkeys represent all of the weight that he lost. And it's a great type of testimonial post. Like, this is just a future, a cast vision of the future for a possibility for so many people, right? And so this is another great type of post that you can make with the My AI. So here's what I'm trying to get across to you is that take things in steps. Every single day, do some work, and your social media is going to continue to improve and continue to improve and continue to improve. So first of all, I just want to congratulate Mike because you just did an amazing, 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 amazing job. So very, very proud of you.
Thank you.
And, you know, it just goes to show when you're coachable, what happens, right? You know, if you're coachable and just say, okay, I'll try this. And it just goes to show what you can do. So today, let's make a post. And how many here have a testimony of your product that you really means a lot to you? A testimony of your own product. Does anybody here have a testimony of your own product? If you don't, you might have problems with your business. Okay, everybody got a testimony? Okay. If you don't have a testimony for yourself of your product, do you have a testimony of somebody else in your company for your product? Am I in the right room? Oh, good. Okay. All right. Let's do a testimony post today. Let's do a testimonial of, oh, thank you. I do have a different background, PJ. I'm actually in Las Vegas this week. So I am here until Thursday, and then I'll be in New Orleans after that. Traveling events, and I get to speak at one of these events. So this is really great. Okay. So I'm going to share my page. And first of all, I want to make sure that everybody knows how to get your replay. And so I'm going to share my screen here. All right. Again, working with a small screen, not used to this. All right. So where do you find your replay? You're going to find your replay here at the official corporate Nowsite group. The official corporate Nowsite group is where you're going to find your replays at. And that's also where you're going to find all of your latest information about anything that you are doing and everything that's being released out to you, right? So you want to make sure that you're there. Okay. For any of you who want to know more about me, my name is Elizabeth Larson. I am a personal and business transformation coach, teacher, trainer, speaker, author, network marketer. I have been building businesses, various different types of businesses I've built online, do consulting for companies, train network marketers, build a business, all myself. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. And we can always do different types of demos on here if you need a specific type of demo of how to use the My AI to build your business. All right. So there was Mike's post. Let's go ahead and make a post today. Now, there's 3 things we do each day. We post on social media, we comment on other people's posts, and we start conversations. So today we're going to make a testimonial type post. We're going to make a post about our product and business and what it has done for us, either the product side or the business side. Now, you could use your own images with caption my image, or you could use caption and suggested image. If you use a testimony, if you're doing a testimonial post though, usually a before and after picture or some kind of picture like what Mike did would be appropriate. So if you don't have one of those and you're using somebody else's testimony, or you're just talking about the concept of it, what you want to do is post over here, and then you can ask and I want to make this as simple as possible because sometimes we just don't really know what we want to post, right? So let me show you the easiest way to do this, okay? write me a testimonial post about where I came from and my life now. Now, how would the AI have any clue to write this? That's the first question I get most of the time. And that's pretty, whatever. So how would the AI do this? Well, first thing I want to do is actually come over here and show you how the AI does this. Now, if you come down here to where it says train my AI, the train my AI right here, you can actually put in more information about your story. Think like me. This is important right here. More and more things like that. Write like me. But this right here, learn more about me. What do you want to, what information would you like to share about your family? What about your background, culture, heritage? This would be where you would put in information about like maybe your testimonial, who you used to be, what your life used to be like before your business, after your business, what things were like growing up, stuff like that, events and things you like. So once you hit share, then you have the ability to do something as simple as write me a testimonial post, and let's see what that gives us. So we're going to hit generate. And as I hit generate, now it's going to give me this. So I don't have my glasses here, do I? My glasses right here. No, I don't. All right, I'm just gonna make it bigger. It's probably gonna look huge on your guys' screens because of my eyes, but that's all right. All right. Growing up was tough, but I turned my pain into purpose. Now I've built a successful life. Goodness, I can't even read that. That's why I have a big screen at home. Got to figure out if anybody knows a better way of having a bigger screen while I travel, let me know. Okay. Growing up was tough, but I turned my pain into purpose. Now I've built a successful life and guide others to transform theirs. If I can overcome fear and insecurity, you can too. Remember, our hardest struggles often lead to the most beautiful destinations. Keep pushing forward. Transformation Tuesday, inspiration, never give up. Okay. Well, it's not Tuesday, it's Monday, and the AI is a day off. However, I like where it's going, but I don't feel like it has enough, right? So if you ever get in the situation where the AI gives you this post and you're just like, well, I like where you're going, but it's not enough, you have two choices. One, you can take what's in you of your own story and start writing it in there. And so basically, somewhere in here, break off the paragraph and then type in your own. But again, sometimes people don't feel confident about their own writing. So I want to show you how you can lean more on the AI. So we're going to come over here to AI, and then we're going to say, make it longer. Also include how I hated myself and thought that I didn't deserve any better than what I had. Okay. Also include this week, I am going to be speaking at an event on the same stage as rated. Okay. Now I'm going to regenerate. Now, the cool thing is I can regenerate as many times as I want, right? I asked it to make it longer and I asked it to include some things. Okay, so let's see what it has to say now. Growing up was tough, and then the weight of fear and insecurity made it even harder. I hated myself and often believed that I didn't deserve any better than the struggles I faced. However, I refused to let those feelings define me. Instead, I decided to turn my pain into purpose. Now I've built a successful life and dedicate myself to guiding others through their own transformations. If I can overcome the paralyzing grips of fear and self-doubt, you can too. Remember, our hardest struggles often lead to the most beautiful destinations. This week, I'm incredibly honored to be speaking at an event on the same stage as Ray Higdon. It's a testament to how far I've come and the power of perseverance. Keep pushing forward because your potential is limitless. Remember, no matter how difficult the journey may seem, you always have the strength within you to rise above and create a brighter future. Keep believing in yourself and trust the process. All right. Absolutely love this. Now, last thing I'd like to do in here is I could just use this the way it is, right? I can just copy this out. I could go and get started. I can do that. I can save the thing. I could hit post. And sometimes I like to just do that to copy everything in before I make any more changes. But one thing I think I will do is, first of all, shrink this so everybody can see what on earth I'm doing. And then second thing, what I want to do is I want to do one more change. Also include how I was bullied and beat up for most of my childhood. It on my own by the age of 16. Okay. So really what I want to do in this post is help people understand that no matter where you've came from, no matter what happened. Oh, don't tell me I just lost that. Oh, I hate working on a small screen. Yep. Okay, I'll do it the quick way. Rewrite this to include how I was bullied and beat up most of my childhood years, period. Was in foster care as a teenager. And then by the time I was 16, was a homeless teenager trying to make it on my own. I gotta tell you, I'm loving this voice to text thing on the computer. Thank you to my awesome tech guy who helped me with that. Okay, now I'm going to regenerate. So, and many times if you like something really the way it is, but you want to try it one more time to add something in, I'll make the post to Facebook and not hit it yet, and then just go ahead and regenerate it. So let's go ahead and do this. And really what I want to do for people is just to give them inspiration that really no matter where they came from, their life can be better. They can make it. They can become successful. And our past doesn't dictate our future, right? So that's the message I want to give out, is a message of hope. And this is one of the ways that I build my business personally. Okay, so growing up was incredibly tough. Most of my childhood years, I was bullied and beaten up, which only added to the weight of fear and insecurity I carried. As a teenager, I found myself in foster care. And by the time I was 16, I was a homeless teen trying to make it on my own. I hated myself and often believed that I didn't deserve any better than the struggles I faced. However, I refused to let those feelings define me. Instead, I decided to turn my pain into purpose. Now I've built a successful life and dedicate myself to guiding others through their own transformations. If I can overcome the paralyzing grips of fear and self-doubt and so many obstacles, you can too. Remember, your hardest struggles often lead to the most beautiful destinations. This week, I am incredibly honored to be speaking at an event on the same stage as Ray Higdon. It's a testament to how far I've come and the power of perseverance. Keep pushing forward because your potential is limitless. Remember, no matter how difficult the journey may seem, You always have the strength within you to rise above and create a brighter future. Keep believing in yourself and trust the process. You want somebody to stand by your side. Now, if you need help, the journey to transformation is so much easier when you have somebody on the road with you. Perfect. Okay. Ooh. It's the only thing about that you have to watch. Okay. So that's great. Am I going to use this photo? No, I think I'm going to go ahead and use one of my own photos, and it's probably going to be at an event I spoke at with my childhood picture of me and me together. So I think I will do that. So I'm going to go ahead and make my post. And as I get started, now remember, this is Facebook. If I change this over to Instagram now, I still have all of that there. And Instagram will give me this right here. Growing up was incredibly tough. Most of my childhood was bullied. I was bullied, beat up. I refused to let those feelings. This week, I'm incredibly honored. No matter how difficult the journey seems, you have the strength to rise above. Okay, perfect. And again, I can do LinkedIn also, right? And I can go ahead and post that there. And X is going to be a little difficult with this kind of post, but I don't really post on X anyways. That's not one of mine. If that's one of yours, great, feel free. That's not one of the ones I usually work within. I know Adrian's a big fan of, or he used to be. I don't know if he is anymore since it changed. Okay, so what am I going to do? First thing I'm going to do is hit get started, and I'm going to post. Now, I'm not going to. All right. Let's go here. Okay, I'm going to break it off here and put some more white space in, right? And let me make this a little bit bigger just so I can see. Hated myself and often believe I didn't deserve any better than the struggles I faced. However, refused to let those feelings define me. Instead, I decided to turn my pain into purpose. Do this. Now I've built a successful life and dedicated myself to this. Our struggles can lead to the most. If I can overcome that, you can. Remember, our hardest struggles on this week. I'm incredibly honored to be speaking in a bit on the same stage as Ray had done. It's a testament to how far I've come and the power of perseverance. Keep pushing forward because your power is limitless. And I'm going to take these ones out. Remember, and I'm going to put them down here. Okay, remember, no matter how difficult the journey may seem, you always have the strength within you to rise above and create a bright future. Keep believing in yourself and trust the process. If you need help, reach out to me. The journey to transformation is so much easier when you have somebody on the road with you. All right, so I've got all that. Now, I'm going to go ahead and find a photo. And I'm going to go onto my computer and find one of my photos. I think.
Elizabeth, do you want to change it to Monday motivation?
Yeah, I need to change that. And I need to put my own hashtag in there too. So it's actually tagged me in multiple ways. Open. Why doesn't it want to open? Okay, let's do this one because then I can post to Instagram also. All right, let's see how that turned out. There it is. So that's me at 13. And then me speaking at the event. Okay. And I'm going to put that on here too. The picture below is of me speaking last year in Las Vegas. And my picture, and with a picture of me. All right, perfect. All right, now let's get those. Okay, Monday, motivation. And then hashtag transforms. Yeah. Okay, that's mine. All right. So the other thing I'm going to do that I'll do during the 5 minutes is put my emojis in here. And what I'm finding with the emojis, now I was never an emoji person. I wasn't, when I started liking them more, at first I thought these are silly and ridiculous. And then I started liking them more. And now what I have found, honestly, is that the more emojis I actually put in the post, the more reactions I'm getting. And I think it's because it's breaking up the white space of the longer post. And that's what I think is happening there. So I'm going to take a few minutes and do that. But during that time, what I want to do is take 5 minutes and have all of us go make our post. Now, maybe it's a testimonial post like Mike, what we showed earlier, right? Mike was a turkey post that he did as one of his testimonial posts. He showed all the turkeys that were the weight that he used to carry on his body, right? Maybe it's a post about what your product did for you. Maybe it's a post about what you've overcome. Honestly, this business of network marketing has changed my life so dramatically. They say it's personal development in box. With a business, it really is. And so I've been so blessed because of this industry. For me, that's why I have all these testimonials. But maybe your testimonial is small. If you don't have a testimony at all, use somebody from your company and just talk about how inspired you are about this testimony. And that's why you are on the journey that you're on. Okay. So let's take 5 minutes. I'm going to put the timer up, hopefully, if I can get it to behave. And yes, I think I got it. Let's do our post and then we'll come back and then let's look at posts and answer questions as soon as we're done. Okay. And if you want to share one of your posts, put it in the chat like always. And then raise your digital hand. All right, let's get going. That's a good idea, Paul. I should do that. In fact, I always bring an HDMI cord and then I never use it. And then I just sit here and complain about my small screen. I want to learn a lesson from that, right? I gotta admit, I'm liking that sound more and more as we're using it. Okay.
Sounds like the Academy Awards.
It does. Like, we did it. And really, you know what? I think I like it because it should be a celebration, right? We should celebrate the fact that we, again, today did what we consistently know to do and know that we need to do for our businesses. So let's go ahead and answer some questions. And then if you guys want to share your post, put your links in the chat and raise your hands. And so that we can go ahead and do that for you. Let's come over to Paul real quick. Hey, Paul. Maybe if I can get you unmuted. There we go. No, still muted. All right, can't get Paul unmuted. I'm going to go for Diane. Paul, keep on trying to get yourself unmuted there while we go over to Diane. I'll check back with you. Hey, Diane.
I just want to know, how did you do that voice to text?
Oh, okay. So are you on a Mac or Windows?
Mac.
Okay. So Mac, what did you say?
I said the best.
Well, Mac did not get affected by the crowd thing, so just saying. But no, I know there's a lot of Windows people out here who love their Windows. And so on Mac, you can actually designate a key, and I'll have Coach Don show you how to do it, or I'll get the directions from Coach Don and then to set it up. But yeah, there's a key that you can actually set up where mine's control, and I double click it and then the microphone comes up. It's a shortcut key to do it. But let me see. Let me get some directions for you, Diane.
Okay. Thank you.
Sure makes it easy.
I'll remind you.
Awesome. Thanks, honey. All right, Paul.
Hello, Elizabeth. Am I the Paul that you wanted to unmute?
Yes, I know we have two Pauls here. The other one's Coach Paul, though.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, I'm having a terrible time with Facebook, and I've been going around and around and around it. It asked me about an authenticator app, the two-step verification. for some reason, and it happened the end of last week. And I don't know what the heck is, and I can't get to the verification. I can't get to the two-step. I was wondering if anybody else was going through that evolution.
So when that gets triggered, usually if you can go on to a different device that you use Facebook on, like your phone, as opposed to your computer, it will pop up there and ask you, were you trying to log in? Because for whatever reason, it's not recognizing your IP address. So do you use your Facebook on any other device?
Right, with my phone, and I can't do it there either for some reason. But two
You're
or three
blocked on
weeks
both.
ago, right, and then 2 or 3 weeks ago, we got new phones, but it
Ooh.
was working fine, and then all of a sudden, I think I got hacked Friday by Microsoft or somebody intervening into the Microsoft, and it took me forever to get through that. So,
No.
yeah, I think I've just got a terrible mess up.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. What I would do is, who's your phone provider?
Samsung.
No, your cell
Oh,
service provider.
oh,
T-Mobile,
for
AT&T.
Windstream.
Oh, okay. I don't know anything about Windstream, but I know with T-Mobile or AT&T, if you got into that situation, you could take your phone to them and then they would help you walk you through the process of getting back into it, taking your computer and phone. And a lot of times the geeks there, which they call themselves geeks, will help you.
Right.
So,
Oh, okay. Yeah, my cell phone service is T-Mobile.
oh,
That's where
okay.
we
So
got our
yeah,
new phones.
I would take my phone to T-Mobile and just say, hey, can one of you guys do this? Because I have learned that with technology, if you can't ever find a tech guy, find a teenager.
Yeah, right. I've heard that before and actually have thought about that for sure.
It works. It works. But
Okay,
I
thank
would
you.
take it to them and just be nice and say, hey, I realize this isn't exactly a T-Mobile thing, but can you help me with this? And generally, most of the time, I have T-Mobile and they're really great with helping out with that extra stuff. So
Okay, well, hope it's not a geographic issue that you've got it and I don't. I'll try it.
we'll give it a shot. Keep us updated. All right, Pamela,
Thank you.
you're welcome.
Good morning. I have a quick question because
Okay.
I've been posting like testimonials of my company on my
Yes.
Facebook page,
Yes.
and I had done the white spacing that you said.
Mm-hmm.
But do I need before I post that? Do I need to put something else on top of it, or can I just post the member stories?
You could just post the story. The things that I have been doing lately that I found that have been helpful for me in my posts. One are more pictures of myself, the befores and afters, or of me as or if I'm going to do a picture of the other things with writing on it. That's number one. Number two, the other thing that's been helping is not only just breaking up the white space, but adding some emojis in for color in the white space so it makes it easier to read. That's the other thing that I've been doing. And third, I don't ask a question on every single post now. I was for a while and it's done really well. I'm fitting in some other ones that are just, hey, if you want help, reach out to me, and that's it.
Okay.
And I'm doing kind of every other one now with a question, and then in the next one with more of a, hey, if you need help kind of thing, back and forth. And I've been finding that I've been having even more reactions and more conversations by doing that way. So that's what I've been doing personally. Is that helpful?
Okay.
Okay.
Because
Awesome.
I was not getting a lot of traction on my success story, the story, so that's why I was asking.
So for stories, you mean the ones that at the top of the page, like real stories, right?
Like no, it's like no.
Do you mean
Like I said,
stories in your posts that we're telling the story, or Facebook stories? Because those are
no,
two different things.
no, on my feed itself.
On your feed itself. Okay. So let's go take a look real quick. Is that
I put
okay?
my
I just take
yeah.
a look.
It's in the chat.
Okay, let me give me 1 second. I'll share the page so everybody else here's not bored while I'm looking. And we can all learn together, right? Right? Okay. So let's come over here.
This is just one that I just did.
So one of my all-time favorite quotes that constantly inspires me is from the incredible Michelle Obama. Success isn't about how much money you make. It's about the difference you make in people's lives. This powerful statement always reminds me to focus on the impact I create and the positive changes I can bring to others. It's such a beautiful sentiment that shifts our perspective from our personal gain to correct collective growth and community welfare. How does this quote inspire you in your own journey? What actions do you take to make a difference in the lives of those around you? I'd love to hear your thoughts and stories. Together, let's lift each other up and celebrate the essence of success. Okay, so there's a couple of different things that you could do with a post like this. Number one, I personally, if I was going to use a quote from Michelle Obama like this, if this was my post, I'll tell you what I would do. Is that okay if I tell you that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So if I was going to do this post, this is how I would do it. First, I love the skeleton of this, right? The first thing I would do is I would get a picture, a black and white picture of Michelle Obama, and I would put the quote on top of it where you could still see her. That would be number one. That would be the first thing I did. If I did not have the ability to do that, I would have used a caption and suggested image for it, and put and got a background, and then put the quote on there, because the quote will stop people, especially when it's a figure like her, it will stop people. Okay.
Okay.
The picture itself will. Now, second thing is, success isn't about how much money you make. It's about the difference you make in people's lives. Okay. This powerful statement always reminds me to focus on the impact I create and the positive changes I can bring to others. It's such a beautiful sentiment that shifts our perspective from personal gain to collective growth and community welfare. How does this quote inspire you on your own journey? Not the question I would have used. What actions do you take to make a difference in the lives around you? No, I'd love to hear your thoughts and stories. Okay, so I think the question I would have asked in this, if I really wanted to stir up a conversation around this, would have been, the question I would have asked is, what changes do you think are the most important that we need to make on this earth, or we need to make in this world, or make in the United States, or anything like that? Now, you have to be a little careful for two things. One, you ever use a political figure and make a question like that, you're going to get views from all sides. So you have to be able to navigate with grace, because there's going to be things posted that you're not going to like. Okay. But it will increase your algorithm. It will get conversations started. And if you can handle those conversations with grace and love, you can actually end up connecting with people that you might not otherwise be able to connect with.
Okay.
I think one of the mistakes I think we make is we try to just find people just like ourselves. And if everybody on our team is just like us, we're not going to grow all that much, because there's 4 personality types, and there's 2 different political sides, and there's all these different other things out there. And then there's vegans and carnivores and people and omnivores, and there's everything on the planet, right? The more we can learn how to have real conversation with people, the more diversity that you can have in your team that will grow faster and faster and faster. So just a bit of advice.
Thank you.
And just because somebody says something doesn't mean you have to believe what they say. It just means you have to be able to have the conversation. Yeah. Was that helpful, Pamela?
Yes, definitely.
Okay. Awesome. Great job. Great post, by the way. Loved it.
Thank you.
All right. I have a hard stop that I've got to take in a minute. Nina, can your question, can I answer your question offline?
Yeah, I just, it's, you know how it usually says copy link on
Yeah.
it's not there today for me. So,
Copy link. So you, all right. I'll figure that out. Yeah. All right. Awesome. All right. Well, we're going to wrap up here. I do have another training that I have to go over and teach on right now. So, I will see you guys tomorrow at 11 a.m. or 11 a.m. Eastern time, 8 a.m. Pacific from my AI live. And if there is a particular type of post that you need, like I sell this product and I have no clue how to do a post on this, send me a message on my Facebook and let me know, and we'll do a demo over here for you. I don't mind doing that. Let's use this time so all of us can learn together, right? And then the other thing is, if you ever need an idea of a type of post, feel free to go over to my Facebook and use mine for a make it my own. Find something you like on mine and then just screenshot it, throw it into the AI, and then do a make it my own post, and it'll make something great for you out of that one too. So some ways that you can utilize that as well. All right. Have a wonderful day, everybody. I love you all. And for the 3 eds here, I don't think I've ever seen 3 eds on any training I've ever done. So that was kind of cool. Welcome 3 eds, all 3 of you. And I'll see you guys tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern time, 8 a.m. Pacific from my AI live. Have a great day, everybody. I love you all. Feel free to unmute.
Bye. Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
have a great day. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great day, y'all. I'll see you tomorrow.